She spent years helping everyone else and didn't realize the whole town had been watching. They say real heroes don't wear capes. Have you ever met a real-life hero before? Drop a like and let us know in the comments. Lila wasn't a hero, at least not the kind you read about, not the kind with awards or applause. She was just a cashier in a rundown grocery store in a neighborhood where people counted coins like oxygen. Every day, she watched the same ritual. A mother quietly putting back apples, an old man sighing at the total, a teenager debating which ingredient to sacrifice. And every day, Lila did something small that no one asked her to do. She rounded down the totals. A few cents here, $1 there, just enough to spare someone embarrassment, just enough to let them breathe. But kindness that goes unseen still costs something. One afternoon, her manager slammed a stack of receipts on her counter. "Lila, you're altering totals again," he barked. She swallowed hard. "It's just a few cents. They're customers, not charity cases." He cut her off. "Do it again and you're fired." He walked away, leaving the echo of his pride hanging in the aisle. For the first time in years, Lila bottled her kindness and locked it away behind her chest. She scanned items silently, cold and mechanical, and people noticed. Of course they did, but she shrugged off every concerned glance, until one woman who was a regular leaned in and whispered, "What happened to your smile, sweetheart?" And Lila, already threadbare inside, cracked enough to let the truth slip out. "I just got tired of being punished for caring." The woman's brow furrowed, but Lila shook her head, bagged her groceries, and moved to the next customer. That night, the darkness followed her home. She opened her mailbox and froze. The bills had piled up. Final notice. Electricity disconnection. Balance overdue. Her chest tightened, and her legs nearly gave out. She had spent years easing other people's burdens, and now her own had grown too heavy to hide. She sat alone in her dim apartment, the hum of the fridge the only sound left in her small world. And when the lights finally went out, it felt like confirmation of a fear she never said aloud. Kindness doesn't save you. It only empties you. But just as she was about to lean into the darkness, she heard knocking, soft at first, then firmer. Then a voice came from behind the door. "Lila, are you home?" "Open the door." When she did, she froze again, but this time from disbelief. The old man she helped last winter, the mother with the apples, the teenager with the missing ingredient, the woman who asked about her smile. They were all standing there, holding bags of groceries, blankets, warm meals, and an envelope. "We noticed," the woman said softly, "all those little things you did for us. You thought no one saw," another added, "but we did." Lila covered her mouth as tears streamed down her cheeks. They pressed the envelope into her hand. "For the lights or rent, or whatever you need to breathe again." Inside was more money than she'd ever rounded off in her entire life. She tried to speak, but her voice cracked in half. Why would you all do this?" The old man smiled gently. "Because kindness grows quieter the more you give it, until the day it echoes back loud enough to save you." Lila broke from the weight of being seen. For the first time in a long time, she let herself be held by the very people she'd been holding up for years. Kindness always multiplies when shared. If you enjoyed this story, share it with someone who really needs it. Leave a like and subscribe if you believe generosity comes back around. And hit that notification bell so you never miss a story. This was a True Humanity Chronicle. Stories that remind us what it means to be human.